Lauren, thank you. News Channel 3's live team coverage on the Jodi Parrack death investigation continues now. Our Jared Werksma is live now in St. Joseph County with the timeline of events leading up to McCann's arrest. Jared.
And Andy, we actually do have some developing information in the story right now. We've confirmed with our sources that other media outlets have jumped to conclusions when it comes to DNA linking McCann to the crime scene and to the murder of Jodi Parrack. Our sources have confirmed that DNA does not link McCann to the murder in any way. That information came from the probable cause affidavit in the St. Joe County Prosecutor's Office, but those were simply interrogation tactics. Investigators asked McCann why his DNA would be found on Jodi Parrack or why her DNA would be found in his truck. But again, our sources have confirmed that DNA does not link McCann to this murder. That does not mean, however, that this is not a significant arrest. Michigan State Police say that that is definitely the case, and we are going to take a look now at some of the other significant milestones over the 7 years of this investigation, going back to 2007, starting obviously on November 8th, 2007 at 4:45 in the afternoon when Jodi Parrack leaves to ride her bike with friends. It's a couple hours later that her mother reports her missing. At 10:30 that evening, a search party, which McCann was part of, finds Jodi's body near a grave in the cemetery. November 9th, 2007, medical examiner determines that this was, in fact, a murder. Fast forward to May 8th, 2008. Police announced they found evidence at the scene belonging to Jodi's killer, and Parrack's family is ruled out as suspects. 2012, samples sent to the crime lab for testing limit the persons of interest to fewer than 10. State police say that McCann's testimony and the information they believe he was lying about keeps him on that list.
The items that he was lying about were considered material facts to the case under the investigative subpoena. Early on in the investigation, he was an individual that had been spoken to many times, and our cold case team has talked to him as well. So he is still on the radar.
Still on the radar. There are several other persons of interest that Michigan State Police are still looking at as well, but once again, Michigan State Police sources confirm for us that DNA does not link McCann to Jodi Parrack's murder in any way. They do still have another batch of DNA evidence, another batch of evidence that has to be forensically analyzed, and they are hoping that that will give them some more promising leads. But it takes about 8 weeks per batch, and this will be the 4th batch that they have sent in for forensic analysis if it comes to that. Now, we will be in Constantine this evening. We will be following up more on this case. We'll have a full report for you live at 10 on the CW, live at 11 right here on Channel 3. But for now, we're live in St. Joe County. I'm Jared Werksma, News Channel 3.
As Jared mentioned, be sure to count on News Channel 3 for continuing coverage of all of these new developments in the death investigation of little Jodi Parrack. Live reports tonight at 10 on the CW7 and, of course, right here on News Channel 3 live at 11.